Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com and welcome back to another video. So I've been doing lots of new things lately. I know I usually just post card making videos here for the longest time and like watercolor reviews and stuff, but I picked up a new medium. I bought these a while ago from Framemasters Gallery in Regina. These are Holbein gouaches. I had the M-gram white gouache. I've used it forever in my card making, but I picked up, 8 tubes of gouache here. I have primary yellow, opera, primary magenta, primary cyan, cobalt turquoise, leaf green, moss green, and sepia. And I just had like my very first little play with them. I've never played with gouache before. It's a really new thing to me. I've always liked the looks of them because they're so solid and opaque and you can get really cool like poster paint-esque feeling type deals. But I picked those up and then I had my first little play with them here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So I had my very first play with them here. This is just my Moleskine watercolor sketchbook. The background on this one's watercolor, but the cactus and the mountains are all a gouache. This one's solid gouache, as is the top one. I had a real blast playing with them. I was in Regina with my other half on Boxing Day and the 27th, spending time with his mom and hanging out with that side of the family and all of that fun stuff. And I went into a store called The Paper Umbrella in Regina. I picked up a really cool Lamy pen that I'm afraid to use. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it posted. I haven't even put ink in it yet. But it's beautiful and I need to put ink in it and just doodle and play and write with it and stuff. But I digress. That's not the point of this video. I love this bag. Okay, I think this bag is absolutely brilliant. So I figured I like the look of gouache and I need to play with it some more. So I'm going to take the bag and I just have one of my boards that I use for watercoloring that I'm just going to stick inside just to give me a slightly more smooth surface to work on. But we're going to doodle on this and paint it up with some gouache. So if you're interested in seeing that, stick around. Okay, so I'm just starting off here by doodling some leaf designs, some botanical doodle type things along the bottom. I only recorded a couple seconds of this because my head gets in the way when I doodle, so I figured, you know what, let's doodle and just share the painting. So anyway, so I doodled some leaves and just kind of some loose stems and things, and then we jumped into the gouache. So I'm starting off here with the bright green and I'm just filling everything in. I had so much fun doing this. I started filming it and I'm like, I'm gonna post it. And then I got near the end and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna share this with people. Like, I do card making videos on YouTube, but not any sort of doodling and art related actual stuff do I share with you guys very often. But I really enjoyed the way this one came out, so I thought I would share it with you all. So I kind of mirrored both sides of them. They're not exactly the same. I didn't trace anything. They're all just freehand on there. And I'm just using a watercolor brush and the gouache to fill in all of our original leaf shapes. Once they dry, this green was a little bit transparent, which is fine. I just added an extra coat over top and it became pretty much opaque. You couldn't see the black lines through it that well. Once I add the detail onto the leaves, the little line in the middle, you don't notice it much at all while I'm looking at it here beside me. So we're just going to go through and paint on those. What do I think of gouache? Okay, this stuff is insane. I absolutely adore playing with it. I love how flat the color is. I love that there's no texture in it. I love that it goes on so opaque and so easy and you just mix it to like a whipped cream type consistency and it's just opaque and beautiful and flat, and I'm really having fun with it. I'm definitely going to have to add a few more colors to my collection that I feel like I need since I've started playing with this a little more. Would like to get my hands on a black especially and a couple darker colors. But I digress. I'm going to have fun with the 8 colors I currently own and I'm going to play with them a bunch more. So if you guys are watching this and watch it through to the end and would like to see any more videos or anything like that of me playing around with gouache, be it if I incorporate it into some cards or if I do some more just art on my own with it, doodling and painting and stuff. If you guys are interested in seeing that kind of stuff, just let me know and I can definitely, hopefully sneak in a video like once a month or whatever. So what I'm doing here is I'm mixing that bright green with the darker green. I don't have the colors offhand. I think it's leaf green and moss or olive green. Moss green I'm mixing together just to give me that second color here. for the leaves on the top branch. They don't look like they stand out very well here in the video, but in person and in the photos, they pop out really nice. I'm really happy with the way it all came together. So I'm just doing the same thing again. I'm filling in all of those little leaf doodles with the gouache paint on both sides. I'm definitely paying attention to where I'm working so I don't stick my hand in wet paint, because I have a bad habit of doing that. So we're just working our way across. As for information on this stuff, I can't tell you guys a whole lot. It's like an opaque watercolor. It's absolutely fun. And that's kind of what I'm all about, is having fun. And I don't know. It was really exciting to play with. I'm not a big acrylic or oil-based fan. I've always enjoyed my watercolors. So it was nice to kind of find something that merged the opacity you can get with acrylic paints with what I like to do with watercolors, and just having an easy medium to clean up and things of that nature. So it was a blast. Here I'm adding some of that sepia into that green color just to make it real dark. And we're going to go in and put in all of our stems to connect all of our leaves together here. It was super cute. I wanted to do more doodling around it, but once I got to the point, like this point, and had everything painted, I was like, I don't want to add anything else. I'm really happy with it. So I just left it once I add like these stems in and the details on the leaves and stuff, but I didn't add any other stems or branches or leaves to it like I thought I was going to, or fill up the entire page. But it was super fun to play with. So you can see I'm taking that light green and going through and adding lines into those dark leaves, and then I'm going to mix some of the cobalt turquoise, that's what it's called, the teal color, in with that leaf green to make more of a crayon-y type green to do on the other one. I'm pulling in that opera here, and I'm just adding some berries to the points on those branches where there was no leaves. I figured some little flowers or berries would be super cute, something in a bit of a different color, just for a little tiny pop of color to it. And again, I'm trying to mirror them as best I can on both sides, but like I said, it's freehand, so they're not identical, but I think it turned out super adorable. What am I going to do with this bag? Probably stick it on the wall and look at it, because I don't know what else I would do with it. So now there's that color I mixed up using that turquoise and the green, and I'm doing the same thing to the bottom. I did pull out my fine text after and add a couple of just shiny dots in between the two types of branches. I tried to wipe it off. I wasn't sure if I liked it, and then I looked at it once it's dry and I liked it, so I added them to the other side. You'll see that here in a moment. But this one was super fun, you guys. If you're interested in playing with gouache, or you do, like, you've always kind of wondered if it would be fun and you like to paint and play with colors and play with paints and stuff of that nature, definitely give them a shot if you've ever been curious. I'm really enjoying them. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below, and everything will be linked in the description. Have a great day. Bye.